Hi, this is Tim Boss with FinancialCyclesWeekly.com, and I want to warn you about a specific time coming up in 2015 in which we can anticipate a lot of social stress and I think a very, very big financial impact. As we're looking at this specific time frame, we're using our tool here, the 2015 Astro Money Planning Calendar, which is a color-coded tool for highlighting the specific financial influences of the astrological dynamics throughout the year. You can get a free copy of that at bit.ly/2015 money plan. It's a PDF download that you can use in your own financial planning. But what we're concerned about today is that there's a potentially explosive time in 2015 that can have a major impact on your money. This is the Uranus-Pluto waxing square. Now, we've just been through the 6th iteration of this. In fact, we've had 7 alignments of the Uranus-Pluto waxing square occurring between 2012 and 2015. In March of 2015, we'll get the final alignment in this 7-part series. Now, this is an extremely stressful planetary dynamic. We published a monograph on this as we approach the beginning of the Uranus-Pluto waxing square series. That's still available, but with each alignment, what we've found as we've gone through this process, each one seems to be a little bit more stressful, a little bit more intense than the previous one, which is why we're so concerned about what's coming up ahead in March of 2015. Now, this is an extremely potent, high-stress planetary alignment. It's going to impact world affairs very, very strongly. We've seen this happen again and again. Each time it's occurred, it's coming up, and we'll feel the strongest period of influence between the 13th and the 18th of March. We don't pinpoint this down to the exact minute. Typically, we get a lot of stress, and we'll continue to have stress really for the remainder of 2015 and on into 2016 as a result of this extended series of alignments. But we're pinpointing this specific time as a point of extreme stress in the markets, in global affairs. So we want to be prepared for times of global aggression occurring during this time frame. There's going to be a lot of political posturing going on, people kind of drawing lines in the sand, major acts of violence. Unfortunately, we've seen this to be the case, either man-made acts of violence or sometimes natural disasters have occurred around these times of these alignments. Social confrontations are quite characteristic, whether it's in a neighborhood or internationally. Extreme business competition is also characteristic of this time. We can find some cutthroat tactics, cyber sabotage and industrial espionage, and various confrontations going on in the realm of business and the markets as well. And of course, on a personal level, this is a period in which interpersonal conflict is highlighted also. I'm not trying to paint an overly negative picture here, but we do want to be prepared for these circumstances. So we want to be particularly alert during this period for any connections that you have with the personal money planets in your individual horoscope. Your natal chart is one of the key factors we want to be looking at during this time frame. Now, during this explosive time, in March of 2015, you want to be aware of the money planets in your chart, especially if they are at any of these degree areas that we have listed here. There are a number of places in the zodiac where this alignment is going to have a particular strong impact, so take note of that with the money planets in your chart. If you do have personal money planets in any of these degree areas, you're going to need to be very, very cautious about getting too carried away during this time. I think that's the major danger here. No matter how extreme the events are around us, we need to try to stay calm, objective, and balanced during this time frame. And that's really going to be a challenge, I think, because events do get extreme. They do provoke reactions. But we want to be careful about letting your emotions drive your financial decisions at that time, especially. And that's particularly true if you're putting putting your money at risk at these times. We don't want to take big plunges or head for the hills and be overly fearful in a reactive mode. That's what we want to try to avoid during that time frame. If your personal money planets are in the degree in areas that are impacted most strongly by this big cosmic event. Now, if you don't have personal money planets in one of those degree areas, there's still going to be some impact that we need to be cautious about. You want to do your best then to separate yourself from the tension of the time. Use this period then to pay particular attention to any plans, any structures that you have in place that are designed to protect your financial interests, whatever that may be. Do you have some savings set aside? Do you hold some physical metals? What are you doing? Do you need more insurance? Do you need to tighten up the stops on your equities positions? You need to evaluate it during that time frame so that you can reduce the risks that you're taking financially, of course, but otherwise as well. So this is a very, very important time. One of the key factors is where the money planets are in your natal horoscope. And of course, the question is, what if you don't know where those planets are? That's why we put together a class that we offer from time to time on how to find the money in your horoscope. We do have a new class starting soon. This gives you the complete information on how to do the analysis for yourself on the money planets in your horoscope. Of course, you can also work with a professional astrologer to get the same kinds of answers there. Either way, we encourage you to take a look at this critical question about finding the money in your horoscope. You can get information on the class at bit.ly/HTFM class, and if you go to that URL, then you'll get information on the registration period that's coming up for the next time that we begin this class. So we want to pay particular attention then to this specific time of social stress. It's likely to impact things on a global level, also on an individual level, and we need to pay attention to it in terms of your individual finances. And of course, we recommend using the 2015 Astro Money Planning Calendar throughout the year to plan your financial strategies, and you can get a copy of that absolutely free at bit.ly/2015 Money Plan. This is Tim Boss with FinancialCyclesWeekly.com. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to having a great 2015 with you.